Good morning, students. In the last class, we have discussed about standard deviation and variance. So, already now we are clear with the concept of standard deviation and variance. That is, they go together always, right? So, now we will continue with the same concept. That is, we have till now solved the worked example based on standard deviation and variance. So, today we will be solving an exercise based on standard deviation and variance. So already we have got to know how to calculate standard deviation and variance for ungrouped data and grouped data. Again in the grouped data, discrete data and continuous data. Even we have got to know, or we have even learned what the alternate method or shortcut method to solve standard deviation and variance. So we will apply those all concepts what we have learned to solve exercise 15.2. So your exercise 15.2 is completely based on standard deviation and variance. Okay, so let us begin our exercise 15.2. Okay, so in your exercise 15.2, the first question says, find the mean and variance for the observation 6, 7, 10, 12, 13, 4, 8 and 12. So what should you find here? You need to find here only the mean and variance. Okay, so let us find the mean and variance for the given data. So what is the given data? For the first problem, it is given 6, 7, 10, 12, 13, 4, 8, 12. You need to find the variance. So this is a which kind of data? It is the ungrouped data. So what is the mean formula for the ungrouped data? Sum of all the observations where I goes from 1 to totally how many observations here? 8 divided by the total number of observation. So that is we need to add these all. That is 6, 7, 10, 12, 13, 4, 8, 12 divided by the total number of observations are 8. So the total sum comes to be 72 divided by 8. So our mean is 9. After the mean they are asking us the variance, right? So to calculate the variance, what is the formula? Sigma square. That is for the ungrouped data. It is sum of all xi minus x bar whole square where I goes from 1 to 8 divided by n. Now to calculate or to find this, we know the mean. We need to calculate now xi minus x bar whole square. So for that, let us consider first xi minus x bar. How do you calculate xi minus x bar? Each xi has to be subtracted from mean, that is x bar. So 6 minus 9, it will be minus 3, minus 2, 1, 3, 4, minus 5, minus 1 and again 3. Okay, after this you should know what? Xi minus x bar whole square. So xi minus x bar whole square. So 3 square, it is 9, 4, okay, 1, 9, 16, next 25, 1 and it will be 9. So we will get the summation of xi minus x bar whole square is equal to, that is we will add these all observations. So we will get the total sum as 74. Now just calculate the variance. Variance is sum of these all observation, that is 74 divided by total observation 8. So it will be 9.25. What is this 9.25? 9.25 is the variance for the given data. Okay. So now after the variance is calculated, how do you calculate the standard deviation? In this question it is not given, but square root of 9.25 gives out you the standard deviation. Okay, so this is all finding mean and variance for a ungrouped data. Now let us consider our second question. So what does your second question says? Find the mean and variance for first n natural numbers. So what they are asking? They are asking us to find the mean and variance for first n natural number. First let us write what are those first n natural number. Then we will think of mean and variance. Okay, so which are by n we will multiply. 1 by n into summation of. First we will apply to this term summation. It is summation of xi square where I goes from 1 to n. Next this is our second term. 1 by n we will multiply and even apply the summation. So it is minus 1 by n into. Why did I write minus? Because here minus is there. Right. So now 1 by n into summation of 2 into xi n plus 1 by 2 where I goes from 1 to n plus again 1 by n we will multiply and apply the summation. So summation of n plus 1 by 2 whole square. Okay, so this is all regarding we have multiplied 1 by n to each term and applied the summation to each term. Now let us write 1 by n. What is the summation of xi square, which you have already learnt in some sequence and series. Okay, otherwise also at the end of the problem I'll write all the formulas and I'll be explaining you. Sum of xi square, it is nothing but n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 by 6. Okay, minus here 2 and 2 will get cancelled. Okay, 1 by n as it is. Always the summation will be applied to the limits what we are considering. So where I goes from 1 to n. So this summation it is applicable for those all term where I is there. Right. So n plus 1 it is a constant. For a constant it doesn't apply except 1. Okay. So now n plus 1 we will take constant it is. For example, if it is summation of 2n, then it is 2 into summation of n. This way the summation works. So n plus 1 we will take out. The remaining is summation of xi where I goes from 1 to n plus 1 by n. Even here also nothing applies. So we will take n plus 1 by 2 whole square divided by the 2 square. I am going to write it as 4. Summation of, if nothing is there, always the summation of 1. Okay, where I goes from 1 to n. So this is the simplified step for your above expression, which is again equal to n and n will get cancelled. What does it remain? N plus 1 into 2n plus 1 by 6 minus n plus 1 by n as it is. Again summation of xi, that is if you add all the xi's from 1 to n, what is the sum? Here we have considered C, sum of all the observation. What did you get? It is n into n plus 1 by 2 plus here as it is it will be there n plus 1 whole square divided by 4n. When you add 1 plus 1 plus so on up till n term, always the sum will be n itself. Okay, so now what it will get cancelled? Here again n and n, again here n and n. The remaining thing we will consider now. So what all formulas we are using at the end of the problem, I'll be just writing on the board. Okay, so what does in the first term nothing is has got cancelled, so it remains as it is. N plus 1 into 2n plus 1 divided by 6, right? Plus, so what is the next one? It is C. N plus 1 into n plus 1. If a into a is there, what do you write? A square. In the same way, n plus 1 into n plus 1, we will write it as what? We will write it as n plus 1 whole square divided by 2. Next, plus, what is remaining in the last term? N plus 1 whole square by 4, right? N plus 1 whole square by 4. Now, what we can do here? Just to simplify, keep the first term as it is, and let me make you clear there are many ways to simplify. Whichever method you feel easy, you can follow that way to simplify. Okay, so now n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 by 6 we changes. So minus n plus 1 whole square by 4. N plus 1 whole square at least has gone. 1 by 2 is gone. What does it remain? 1 by 2. Okay, so or it is nothing but n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 by 6 minus n plus 1 whole square by 2, 1 minus half. That is, you are having one apple. From that you are removing half apple. How much apple does it remain? Half. Right? Or it is, and what we will do? It is n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 by 6 minus n plus 1 whole square by 4. Now we will take n plus 1 as common. If n plus 1 is taken common, what does it remain? 2n plus 1 by 6 minus n plus 1 by 4. Because 1 n plus 1 has gone out. Now what is the LCM in the bracketed term? The LCM is 12. So here you will multiply by 2, here you will multiply by 3. So 2 into 2n, it is 4n, plus 2 into 1, it is 2. 3 into minus n, minus 3n. 3 into minus 1, minus 3. You should be careful whenever here minus is there. Okay, now just to simplify this, what do you get? Which is equal to n plus 1 as it is. Now 4n minus 3n, it is n. Plus 2 minus 3, it is minus 1 divided by 12. Or what is n plus 1 into n minus 1? It is n square minus 1 square. That is a square minus b square. What is the formula? A plus b into a minus b. In the same way, a plus b into a minus b will be a square minus b square divided by 12. Or it is n square minus, what is 1 square? 1 divided by 12. So what is this, children? It is nothing but the variance. Variance for what? For these first n natural numbers. I'll just once again explain you the second problem. Listen to it carefully. Okay. So what is the question? You need to find the mean and variance for first n natural numbers. Okay. So first let us write what are those n natural numbers. So what are those? 1, 2, 3, 4, so on until n. Our basic formula of mean is what? Sum of all the observation divided by total observation. That is sum of 1, 2, 3, so on up till n. And the total observations we are considering here, it is n itself. So the total sum, already which we have learned in sequence and series, or the sum of n observation is always n into n plus 1 by 2 divided by n. After simplification, you will get the mean as n plus 1 by 2. So as given to calculate the variance, we have taken the basic definition. So what is the basic definition of a variance? It is summation of xi minus x bar whole square divided by n. So x bar value we have substituted, which we have calculated. So after that, we have applied the identity here, a minus b whole square, which is equal to what? It is equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square. So after that, in the next step, we have multiplied 1 by You will just put n equal to 3 in the n plus 1 by 2 and you will calculate the mean. If they ask the variance for the same number of terms, but those terms should be first n natural. That is, for example, find the variance of first 3 natural number. Then just put n equal to what? 3 in variance formula. That is n square minus 1 by 12. You will get your variance. Okay, you can try this by your own. So let us go to our third problem. So what is given in the third problem? In the third problem also you need to calculate the mean and variance for a ungrouped data. So let us consider those observations. So in the third problem the observations given are, third problem directly the observations are not given. What is given? Find the mean and variance for first 10 multiples of 3. So first let us write what are those 10 multiples of 3. That is first 10 multiples of 3. So for that observation, those 10 observations, you need to calculate the mean and variance. So what are the first 10 multiples? 3. That is, you just need to write the 3 table. Okay, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30. So for these 10 observations, calculate the mean and variance. It is very much simple. So what is our mean? It is sum of all the observation, okay, divided by the total number of observations. That is 3 plus 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30 divided by 10. Okay, so the total sum is nothing but 165 divided by 10. The mean is 16.5. Now we need to calculate the variance. So to calculate the variance, first we should know what is xi minus x bar. That is, each xi will be subtracted from x bar. 3 minus 16.5 minus 13.5. 6 minus 16.5 minus 10.5. Similarly, I write off all the values. Minus 7.5. Okay, minus 4.5. Minus 1.5. Again, it will become plus 1.5. I'll write the next observations here. 4.5.